Hello everybody, welcome back to the Painscreek Killings. I assume since I'm standing in front of Bernard's house, that means I'm supposed to be going in there. Now, do I remember why? No, definitely not. The darts, right? The darts? I wrote that down. The dart code. Cool. See, saying stuff out loud triggers your memory to work, apparently. Let's see here. So is this, I mean, I still don't know, well. 0137, I think it is. Doing. What's up? We're gonna find out about his love for Trisha here. Or his hatred. Another desk key. Presumably in the mansion. Because this is a desk and I already have it open. Alright. 95. Okay. Now we're getting into it. The funny thing about all this is I feel like you could just find, like, the diary we're gonna find, like, right here might just tell us who killed Vivian, and then it's like, okay. Could have just found this and not spent all my time. I could have just, like, got a crowbar and opened the desk drawer, murder solved. But whatever. It's not how games work. When the police reported that Vivian was murdered, I was floored. I still don't know what to do. My mind is blank. All I can think is, how did it happen? How can Vivian be dead? Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So, but my theory is that Bernard kills Scott, right? Everyone's mourning about Vivian's death because he thinks Scott killed Vivian even though he didn't. People are coming or calling in to express their condolences. Charles hasn't been out of his room for days, and Trish is crying her heart out. Dorothy has been assigning busy work to all the mansion employees, hoping that it would take their minds off of Vivian's death. Samuel, our security guard. What? Okay. Oh yeah, I think he was brought up earlier and just it was never fucking mentioned again. We've seen like one mention of him. Has been reviewing all the tapes of the past 2 weeks for any suspicious activities. I wish I could be of any help. Scott was just apprehended for the murder of Vivian. Is that true? No one would have thought of that. I could never ever believe that Scott would be capable of killing someone, let alone Vivian. Yet it makes me so mad I feel confused. Wow. Okay. Trisha was admitted to the hospital today. She had a nervous breakdown after finding out that Scott could be her mother's killer. If he turns out the killer, he's being really on the fence about defending Scott at this point. So there's got to be either something that pushes him over the edge or he's not the killer. Her condition has been getting worse over the past few weeks and no one has been able to properly help her. Charles finally decided to seek help from the hospital. Matthew never believed that his son killed Vivian. He hired some fancy lawyer to defend him. Scott, I thought that said Scotty. I was like, you shouldn't be using nicknames here. You know, potential murderer. But Scott's been released on bail today. Scott has been released on bail today. It's beyond ridiculous. I don't think Scott should have been released at all, despite the insufficient evidence. He killed Vivian. All right. All right. We'll finish this off, and then we'll have a little chat here about character motivation. I know that he's guilty. Everyone knows it. They should have gone ahead and prosecuted him. The maids were cleaning the mansion when they found some stuff belonging to Vivian, a key and some stationery. I asked Charles what he'd like to do with them, but he told me to take care of it myself. I brought them back to my place. Okay, so the desk key's Vivian's. Okay, yeah. Vivian's death has caused lots of grief to everyone, especially Charles. After hearing how heartbroken Charles was 2 nights ago, I can't bear to see him suffer anymore. Scott should pay for what he did. Alright, so, like, obviously, my theory is probably correct. But why the fuck did they start off by him being so against, like, they could have easily him been like, wow, Scott's the murderer? I guess so, the police seem to think so. But in this, he's like, there's no fucking way it was Scott! And then like a month later, he's like, they released him due to insufficient evidence. One, they released him due to, he understands why they released him. You know, he could have like made up some theory that, you know, Matthew bribed them or something like that. But no, he's like, no way, it's Scott. A month later, they released him due to insufficient evidence, but I know he killed her. Like, I understand that, like, he's sort of heartbroken because he is sort of obsessed with Vivian. But, I mean, we shouldn't have to make those leaps, right? A blood-stained wood panel. I need the tool to pull out the nails. Can I use this? Oh, wait. Ah. Okay. I just randomly saw this and I thought it looked like a person. Didn't quite grasp that it was dried blood. Oh my. Okay. A serrated blade. There's dried bloodstains on it. Yeah, we should probably leave that. We could take a picture though. Alright, so he definitely killed Scott. What a dick. What a fucking moronic dick. Like, it's not, they could have easily like twisted it so that it kind of sounded like he was doing it, like he had a good motivation behind it, but no. They sidestepped that bit of good writing there. Definitely. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we have to do here, but I don't think there is. We got the dart code. We've got all this stuff done. We very fortunately fucking found that. Apparently this door is locked. I guess I don't... I mean, yeah, it's the desk key, it's not... No. Okay, that was the BH key, got it. I guess they kind of built it up with him being a hunter and, like, you know, he kills stuff for fun, so... But again, like, just a little bit of editing there could have made that a lot better. Day 1, the hospital gave me these pills. They're supposed to help fight depression. Day 2... Oh no, don't tell me that they have a fucking plausible explanation for this. Day 2, I feel a slight dizziness. It might be the food that I ate this morning. Day 3, the dizziness comes and goes. I'm still able to work. Not a big problem. Day 5, it's my day off today. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian. Day 8, I had to drive Vivian again, so I took double the dosage. I had a migraine for the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. What the fuck? Day 11, couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? Day 12, now I know that my dizziness comes from these pills. Yeah, it seemed to be implied like a long time ago by you. Day 20, the pills, they don't seem to work anymore. It doesn't matter if I take them or not. I can't stop imagining what Vivian and the guy are doing whenever they meet. What type of fucking pills are these? Day 32, I stopped taking the medication. Okay. Sure. Sure, Bernard. I thought they were gonna give me some, I don't know, like he had a bad reaction to some pills that kind of like caused a manic reaction or something like that. It's not super plausible, but you know, it would have at least been like, haha, we got you. But no, that was just nothing. Except we know, like... Oh. Bitch. Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh. Wait, what? This is before her murder. I drove Vivian today since Derek is out of town with Charles. As I was driving, we talked. She expressed that, despite having a successful business, she felt empty and tired. Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. She seems to be really bothered by the name Vincent, and her relationship with Charles seems to be just for show. I wish I could comfort her. She's going through so much right now. If only I could confess to Vivian how much respect I have for her, how much I admire her. Ever since Trisha brought up the name Vincent, Vivian has been pretty quiet. Even during dinner, she hardly spoke. I can barely remember the last time Vivian appeared happy. I don't think anyone can blame her. Wanda hasn't been coming to work for a while now. Her illness is getting worse. I wonder how she's coping. Derek wasn't available to drive Vivian again, so I offered to help. It's been a month since I first drove for her. She's been opening up more to me, telling me about the struggles she's faced with, her rocky relationship with Charles, how she really dislikes Scott. Sometimes I would give her some suggestions when she asked what she should do. Other times, she just wants someone to listen to her. Mostly, I am just happy to be with her. Look, this is Derek part 2 right here. Both the mother and the daughter of the Robertses have creepy people following them around and in love with them. Is this just like what happens with women? Is this just, you know, you're just gonna have some creep love you for no particular... Well, okay, whatever. I'll try not to... Vivian seems rather distraught recently. During the afternoon tea gathering, I stood outside the room and tried to listen to the conversations. She feels miserable being with Charles. They hardly look at each other, let alone speak. Personally, I don't think Charles deserves her. I finished reading Vivian's biography. Half the facts were incorrect. The writer should have done his homework better. It's a lot. I mean, we're still reading a lot of nonsense that have nothing to do with anything. It's getting a little repetitive here. We're not getting, like, we already know Bernard's motivations and that he likes Vivian and that Vivian dislikes Scott, and, you know, we already know all this. Sometimes when I'm driving for Vivian, she asks me to drop her off at the corner of a street, typically in front of Tom's Cafe. She's always telling me that she'll make it back home on her own. It aroused my curiosity, so after dropping her off today, I parked the car and watched her. She ordered a cup of coffee to go. She then left the cafe and walked up the street for about 5 minutes to her residential area. She stopped in front of an apartment and pressed the doorbell. An apartment? Shortly after, a man in his early 30s wearing a suit opened the door. He leaned over and hugged Vivian. She gave the coffee to him, and they exchanged some words. I couldn't hear what they said. Then they entered the apartment together. Who is he? Wasn't there some, like, banker dude that we haven't seen too much of? This is the 6th time I've followed Vivian. After she went into the building with the guy, I parked the car nearby to wait for her to come out. Is this considered stalking? Yes. Yes, it is. About 2 hours later, a cab stopped out in front of the apartment. Shortly afterwards, Vivian came outside, and the man followed closely behind. They chatted for a bit. Vivian looked extremely comfortable with him. Before leaving, she kissed him on the cheek. What's going on? Question. Because I'm Bernard, and I am not a grown man, apparently. I tracked down the guy. He works at a bank. Aha! I called it! The place they meet is... I mean, we might have already known that she was cheating with a banker, but I just remembered that I was thinking, who's a guy we haven't heard much of that Bernard wouldn't know, and my mind connected to banker. But, you know, very easily, like last episode, we could have read that she was cheating with a banker. So, because I don't remember where I got that profession from. Who the hell is he? I reported sick for the 3rd consecutive day. As I lay in bed, I kept thinking on why... Oh, as I laid down in bed? I don't know. I kept thinking on why Vivian would be seeing another man. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could she be having an affair now? She's better than that. She's supposed to choose me. Bitch.
Bitch. I got a picture, so I'm gonna mark it with a red marker and write bitch on the back, because it's supposed to be me, because I'm not weird and creepy and have, you know, the thoughts of a fucking 20-year-old. Meh. Meh.
I'm just double checking. I don't think there's anything else here for us. I mean, we obviously have the missing axe here, but I think with that we just find, you know, just for the sake of like, we found the knife, so let's take a picture of the empty. God damn it! Fuck it. There we go. We'll give it to the police later, right? Alright, we're good here. Alright, Bernard's house. I think that's the first, like, full completion we've done here. Which is kind of funny that he seems to have finished before most other people, because he actually did kill somebody. I guess a lot of the characters have killed somebody, now that I think about it. What else do we have here? We've got this Trisha's desk key. I don't know. Car key, okay. A bedroom key. Oh, it's probably, there was an extra bedroom that we haven't got into in the mansion, right? Let's go find the car real quick, though. This one right down here. There's two right down here and one right over there. I think this is the way to the church anyways. Who knows? Do I see the license? Okay. So I thought it gave me a license plate, but no. Nope. Nope. The one at the inn was Moss. I don't think this is Moss's key, although maybe it is. I think it might have been found near their stuff too. I don't know. We need something to... Did I get rid of the hammer after I used it? No, I still have the hammer. Oh yeah, we have the locket with the code on it as well. We also know... wait, I could try this and it wouldn't work because I didn't try it. What? Maybe it'll let me dig with the hammer. I don't know. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we also have Sophia's locket with the code on it. That I don't know where that goes to, but we also know what I was actually going to say. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can dig with a hammer too. It's not like digging's not an activity that, you know, it's not like a lock and a key, you know. The safe code is Vincent's, aka Scott's, birthday. Unless there's a twin situation going on, and if there's a twin situation, I'm quitting and I'm not finishing this game. So fuck you. And me. And everybody. Okay. So it's gotta be... There's only 3 cars, I'm pretty sure. So it's gotta be old Mossy's car. It's gonna have more picarinos for me, or... I don't know what else this guy has left to give. I don't know even... Do we know who hired him? Like, I mean, I was told to go look for Vivian's death, but what about... Oh. We might find out who killed him. Lockbox 201. Is that for in there? Maybe. Whoops. Come on. Come on. There we go. Whoops. My head hurts, my tire's flat, and the phone's not working. Is someone trying to stop me from leaving Painscreek? Am I close to discovering something? Oh god, I thought he was the one. I was wrong. He's not the killer. He's not. Okay. You could write down a fucking name, you asshole. 201 lockbox? I mean, this is the only place I know with a lockbox, unless it's in like postal service, right? Oh, here we go. What's the button for? Okay. I don't know where that is. Could be upstairs. He's on to me and I had to hide the key in one of the drains by the roadside. He will never find. Okay. Ever since I received the messages and the key, I have been following this anonymous person blindly. What a fool I have been. I need to revisit my investigation notes and see if I might have missed anything important. I looked through the alibis recorded by Sheriff Howard. There were 6 interviews. Charles, Matthew, Bernard, Dorothy, Mary, and Derek. Then I noticed it. One of them is lying. It was recorded that there was an event, yet I remember reading somewhere about it being cancelled. Where did I read again? Where did I read it again? I can't seem to remember. Oh my god, I've just realized that the E in all the killer's messages is slightly off in comparison to all of the other letters. If I can find that typewriter, I can find who killed Vivian. So, I mean, the only person I can think of there was an event going on is it was Derek. Okay, so we do have these little, alright, what was that? Next to a bookcase? Or is it... Thing is, I don't see a button here. Oh, is it underneath? Okay, that's where it is. I guess we'll just go look at all of these because I don't fucking know where that is. It's pretty... See if there's like a little thingy underneath these. It looked like a bookcase, but I mean, really, could be anything. Might as well. I mean, it's obviously not going to be those, but we might as well check them. None up here, as far as I can tell. Unless there's some. Oh, there are. Okay. Okay. Because if I don't find it here, that's gonna be annoying. Basically. Basically, that'll be really annoying. Did I already check this room? I think so. Now, none of these look like they would be it. It doesn't... Like, there's nothing to go... Like, I cannot make that out at all. Except that maybe it's books. Oh, I know where that is! That's in the church! That's absolutely in the church. So there's 2 things. We need to check the alibis. Do I still have those? Alibi. I don't know where they would be. Alibis. I'm thinking it's probably Derek. On July 18th. I decided to visit a friend of mine. Elementary. No, it's not Derek. It's obviously a he. Bernard. Oh, okay. It was... Okay, so okay, so I guess I'm putting together the order here. He has this, he think it's Bernard here, but then this tells me it's not Bernard, even though I already knew. Well, I guess I don't actually know it's not Bernard, but I guess I'll have to find a typewriter. Alright, here's my plan of action, I think. Let's just go pop back here while we have a chat. We have to go to church. I don't know what else is there to find out about the church. Which implies maybe Calvin... I mean, because Matthew's been gone for everything. I guess we don't know a lot about Sophia either, though, right? She had the whole, like, strange hidden backstory that we don't know about. So there's that. Maybe that's in the church, but also there was some weird stuff going on potentially with Calvin and his portrait. But again, he didn't seem to really have all that much to do with anything. Like, presumably Andrew just brought him the baby and he brought it to the orphanage. Although he did sort of try to cover it up. We have to find a typewriter. Because presumably he's the one sending threatening letters according to Mr. Dude here. Do we have any pictures of those? Surely I took a picture of one of the threatening letters. Doesn't look like it. Don't see it here. What about in the other? I don't know why I have 3 different inventories. Nurse logbook, logbook. Scott's letter. Fund fraud. Embezzlement. Worker list. Hiring. Let's read this actually real quick to refresh our memory of who hired him. Oh, it's an anonymous person. Got it. That's why. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any of the threatening letters here. Oh. Yeah, so this is what he's saying. Look, the E key is like a little weird. Obviously all the diaries are handwritten, so that's not going to tell us by looking for that. But, I guess we can go... Oh, wait, no, before... Okay, the fucking drain... The drain thing. Whoa, almost totally... Forgot that. That's important. Because that's not something I'm ever going to remember. We'll have to go back to his diary. Was it one of these in here that told us that? Fuck. No, it was a little scrap of paper, not scrap of paper. I had to hide the key in one of the drains by the road. Okay, I thought it might tell me a bit more than that, but no, it didn't. Drains? Drains? Drains. I'm not seeing any drains. Oh, maybe that means it went into the sewer, huh? Yeah, here's a drain. I need something to pull these bolts. I just have this. Yeah, I didn't think that's how that works. I'm gonna have to write this down because it looks like we're gonna need a screwdriver to check the drains. Even though I would think it'd go to the sewer, but whatever, maybe not. Fuck, I'm running out of space now on my fucking piece of paper. Drain, key, need, screwdriver. Alright, what do we want to do? Where do we want to start next? I guess we just keep following this thread. No idea where the desk key is. We'll go check out the church next time. We'll probably stop by Bernard's on the way. If we pass by it, I don't know if we do or not. Or Wanda's place to check if there's a typewriter in there. See you guys next episode.